belief in God, but also a belief in just anything spiritual.
For me, it's faith in my own personal connection with something you might call spirit or God, because I don't have a kind of religion like Christianity or Buddhism or whatever it might be. So I don't have faith in that sense, but I have faith in my inner connection with something greater than myself.
To me, faith is believing in a greater power, and I don't think necessarily going to church, but making sure that you always go with your ideals and always practice them. And
faith means me trusting in someone other than myself, and for me, that trust is in God.
My definition of faith is the idea of beliefs and believing in what you can accomplish.
It's prompted by an inner knowing, some kind of experience that I have that points the way for me to believe in something bigger than I am.
Believing in something strongly and then being willing to defend it.
Different personality types will be suited to different kinds of belief systems, but for me, it has to be based on a knowing, some kind of inner knowing that indicates to me that there is some validity to what I believe.
For us in the fire department, it means to be able to rely on our brothers and sisters in the fire service to be able to help us if we need it, and to be able to go out and be able to help other people.
Sometimes I put too much faith and trust. Oh, that's another thing, faith and trust.
I think faith also relates to trust.
Faith and trust, they kind of go hand in hand.
Having faith in other people, so it's really the best relationships, whether it's family or friends, are built on trust and built on faith.
We have a very high level of trust and faith, because they really do go hand in hand. If you trust somebody, you have faith in them.
So I'm using faith like trust. Without a certain level of trust, life's pretty hopeless. I feel that I need to have a certain level of trust in my friends and family and so on.
I look at developing trust and faith in people to a higher level than most other people do, because I rely on them with my life and they rely on me with theirs.
certain people, I guess, if they don't really follow what they believe in, that could alter a relationship and make it worse and decide not to be friends with that person.
Well, if you believe in something so strongly, then you will do anything for it, and that might lead for you to suffer because you believe it so strongly.
Faith affects suffering because if you're willing to be faithful about something, then you have to defend it, and you might suffer on the way.
I think that faith will help your suffering because through personal experiences, I know when I was suffering, if you know what you believe in can help you through situations.
It kind of gives you a light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, when I dealt with the death of my mother, one of the things I thought about was heaven and what a good person she was, and how that makes it easier.
In our case, we believe that we can do almost everything, and when somebody suffers and we cannot help them, it really affects us personally.
Everyone goes through trials, and sometimes it's hard to, when life's tough, it's hard to keep on strong believing in something what you believe in. It's hard.
We have to do something better because we have to, our job is to make everyone's lives better. That's my opinion.
I go to church every morning at 5:30 in the morning.
Some greater intelligence, if you like, which guides me along my path in life, and so I generally know what to do next because of this relationship, and so I have faith in that.
I don't go to church and pray and hope that my prayers are answered. You just gotta go out and do what you gotta do. You gotta take care of business and just roll with the change.
I was a philosophy major, and a lot of the great philosophers have been men of God. A lot of the great philosophers have also doubted God. So especially during that period, I thought a lot about it.
I go to church, and I was growing up in a pretty religious family.
We study the Bible and scriptures, and it is really big in my life because I do it almost every day.
I'm not somebody who attends church or believes in one particular organized religion, but spirituality and being an ethical person and a person who believes in a greater good, and that type of spirituality has played a very large role in my life and has very much shaped the way I've lived.
That you have an experience, and the experience encourages you to believe. And then you have more experience, and that encourages a deeper sense of belief. So that it's like belief, experience reinforce each other.
I'm insistent on my faith.
You know, to have faith in what I'm doing just gives me the confidence to be the best and to do everything out of the good nature of my heart.